Let's talk quickly about transitions, right? What is a good distance to do a transition, or when would you do it? And why would you do it?
Gun runs dry, or you're getting low and you need to transfer.
Okay.
Transition.
Sorry.
Whatever your cover situation is.
Okay. All right. So something happens to this, and I don't have time to fix it. I need to get something out that works, right? What is a good distance to do that in? Like, what shouldn't I do that? Like, fix this?
Shouldn't do that. You're saying fix the gun?
Yeah.
You need to be behind cover if they're trying to fix it.
Huh?
Inside 50.
50? Okay. I'm game with that. If you're a good pistol shooter, right? A lot of people can't shoot past 25 or 15 to save that, right? Our recommendation is anything inside of 25 because we have to qualify with the pistol at 25, right? The distance it would take somebody from to get 25 yards onto you, you could probably fix this or be very close to it, right? Depending on your skill set. Inside of 25, guess what I'm doing? It don't matter the problem, I'm getting my pistol out, right? And then when I have opportunity, cover, i.e., whatever, I'm going to fix my rifle if I have cover, somebody else, whatever, and get that back up in the fight because we all know this is what? Superior, right? More accurate, all that type of stuff. So inside of 25, I'm immediately going to drive to my handgun. Okay, depending on your skill set, it might be inside of 40, right? Like you said, depending on that shooter's skill set, right? So how do we make that happen? All right, a couple things that I like to talk about. I'm just going to face this way. I'm not going to shoot. So if I'm here, I'm engaging and I get a click, right? Or something happens, I feel that light reduced recoil. I know by shooting this gun enough, I know at a light reduced recoil and I'm out of rounds, okay? When that happens, I have found the easiest way is to get rid of this gun is I'm actually gonna turn the gun inboard, right? By looking at my watch in a sense, turn it inboard and I'm gonna drive it straight down to my common peroneal. What am I controlling when I do that? Absolutely, right? A lot of times when I see guys that just want to ditch it like this, where's that muzzle going now? Man, flagging everybody, they whip that thing around because my body and my arm will not allow me to go any closer to my body than this, right? And then I get all this taking place and the gun's all over the place, right? So I have found that I'm just going to drive it down a slight angle, and now I'm controlling that muzzle straight down to that common peroneal. That sets it up to where now it's on my side, and now what do I have to my advantage? Movement, right? And movement. If I just throw that thing in front of me and I just drive it like this, I'm going to get hit in the balls, right? And now it's going to be harder to maneuver and run because I'm probably going to be moving anyways. I'm not going to stand there in the Wild West and have a gunfight, right? And now I have to think about mobility, all right? On top of that, it might hinder some of my gear and where my stuff's situated too. Now I have to fight around it to get to it, okay? So like I said, the easiest thing that I found is, I'm going to attempt to put the gun on safe. Why am I attempting? Say what? Might not go on safe. When won't it go on safe?
You got a round over the hinge.
The hammer has went forward and it's probably a bad round and it doesn't go boom, right? A failure to fire. Because if it doesn't fire, the hammer can't go back because the bolt doesn't go back. So it will not go on safe. But if it goes click or I feel that light reduced recoil, attempt to put it on safe, right? We know it's not going to go off because we just attempted to do that and or there's no rounds in the gun. So a lot of people get hung up where they're like, oh crap, right? Man, get rid of that thing. Attempt to do it. If it doesn't, get rid of it, right? So I'm gonna drive that to the side as I go for my handgun. I build my grip and I come out up on target, right? So once I'm done with this, now what do I need to do? Yeah, do I want to put this away? I know this doesn't work, but do I want to put this away? No, man, I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to bring that rifle up so I can look at it now, right? See the problem. Once I see the problem, I have a solution to fix it and I have the opportunity, i.e. cover, backup, whatever it might be. I'm going to holster this, secure it, drive in, fix the problem, right? one of the biggest things is people are in a race to put this back, right? And you might need to top this off first and then put it back, whatever it might be, but don't get in a race to do it. The other thing we see a lot is once we feel that light reduced recoil, what do people want to do? Look. We know it didn't go boom, and we know there's a problem. Why look at it, right? Get rid of it. We're not here to do the old mag flip and throw that thing halfway across the range. Get rid of it, get something else that works, then bring it up and identify the problem. If I bring it up and I see a bolt override, am I probably going to fix that? If it's empty, easy peasy, right? If it's a double feed, I could probably get that fixed pretty quickly, right? So think about those things when you guys are doing this, all right? So the way this is going to work is when you guys come up online, I'll demo it just a few times. You're going to put 2 rounds in the empty magazine. Your pistol is going to be full. Wherever you pull from first is going to be full. I highly recommend if you guys are running kit, you pull from a belt. That's your primary because you're always going to have it, and then you backfill from your vest, okay? This is not the belt that I wear on duty, but everything's set up the same when it comes to pistol and my holster. I don't carry a mag pouch with me on duty, right? What do I carry on duty or have every time that's right by that mag pouch? Huh? My back pocket, right? I'm building muscle memory. If I have an extra mag and I'm out working, I throw it in my back pocket, right? Because then it's natural, right? Cargo pockets are a no-go. If they're in your cargo pocket, guess where they're going to be when you take off running? Back where you started, right? Don't get in that habit. So this opening right here on my duty belt is open, so I can shove that in there, and I know it's going to stay. And I would practice those reloads from that position as well, just from your back pocket to get those reps in as well. All right. So the way it's going to work, come on down here to the 7. Y'all going to load 2 rounds in the gun. Your pistol's going to be topped off, right? Ready position of your choice, doesn't really matter. Work the one that you don't like the most, right? 2 rounds are going to be in the A-box head with your rifle. We're going to transition 2 to 3 with your pistol in the A-box body, right? We're going to go slow just so you guys work the mechanics of the drill, right? So whatever ready position that you guys want to work from on the buzzer, 2 rounds in the head. Yep, drive up, disengage. Right? I get that mushy trigger. I'm going to attempt to put the gun on safe. I got it. Get it out of the way. My handgun comes up, and I fire those 2 to 3 rounds. Cool deal? Now what do I do? Yeah. So the way my sling is set up, if you guys see it, it is over that, so it's not going to get stuck on my magazine, right? So I will drive this up, and now I can look and see the problem. I can fix it. I'm going to holster, drive in. Loosey-goosey, isn't it? Rock it back up, and I'm going to fire 1 in the head. Cool deal? With that, I'll tell you to pick up that magazine, and we'll set it up again. And I'll strip 1 round, and we'll get it back up and going. So again, so what it'll look like.
Stand by.
Yep. Drive it up. All right. Mushy trigger. Get it out of the way. I got those 2 to 3 rounds. Bring the gun up. Look at it. I can fix it. Drive back in. Ping pong paddle. And I fixed that 1. Right? I said ping pong paddle. Why? A lot of people want to do what? Use their thumb or use, well, not use their thumb, but do what to the side of the gun?
Love slapping that thing.
Slap it, right? But when you clap, how are your hands naturally doing it? Right? So a lot of times people are going to slap, and then they'll be like, oh crap, I got to hit it with my palm. All right? I use the ping pong paddle, i.e. bolt catch, but what does it look like? Ping pong paddle, right? Keep it simple, stupid. I use that. I have a bad lever on every single one of my guns, if you guys can see it. That will help with the ease of a speed reload, but I don't use it for that. I use it for one purpose. A, it makes this bigger for my thumb. And 2, I use it to lock the bolt to the rear, keeping my hand on fire control. But 3, if I pick up one of your guns and I'm used to doing a speed reload with the mag, with that Magpul device and you don't have it, what am I ingraining? So I try to keep it as simple, but I use it to my advantage on some other things. Does that make sense? Right? But that's how we're going to set it up. Like I said, it's 30 bucks. Left-handed shooter, I would put it on there because then you can hit it, that release with that. It's $30. I don't know if you got one or not, but that's what I would do if I was a lefty. Fair enough? You're on your own, bro. You can run it. Cool deal? Tracking on it? Understand the drill? All right, let's do it. In front of your target, let's set it on up.
Stand by.
That is a bear.
It's so small. 1103, I think.
I can see where that mag release sucks.
Yeah.
Golly.
There you go. You can fix that. Get it hot. One in the head. Fix that. Let's go.
Mechanics aren't pretty, are they? Like fundamentals, but is it needed? You will tell somebody that works that stuff because that will set them apart from everybody else, right? How well they can manipulate their gun, and then they have time to worry about everything else.